Peace, love, and light, ICSP family. Today I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be as real as I can be. And the reality of the situation is I see dead people. Now, when I say this, what I mean is I see the spiritually dead. You know, I go around everywhere I go practically. I see walking dead. I see the zombies. No life on the inside. No spirituality. You can tell, like, when you have the spiritual discernment, you're able to decipher who's awake and who's asleep in this reality that we're living in. There's a lot of times where I can look in people's eyes. There's a reason why they say the eyes are the windows to the soul. You know, so when you have this discernment, you're able to look into people's eyes and you're really able to see if they have a darkness within them or a light. And, you know, I'm seeing it more and more, especially during these times. You know, Halloween's coming up, where I'm looking at people and I see nothing but death on the inside. You know, they're literally walking zombies. They have no love in their heart. You can tell they're going about their life. They're angry. They have a darkness to their eyes. You say hi to them and they look the other way. That you can tell they don't want to be bothered at all. Now, mind you, I know that some of you guys watching this might not have no idea what I'm talking about. But like I said, when you have your spiritual eyes open, you're really able to decipher who's walking in light and who's walking in darkness. They're not really feeding their spirit. So what I mean by that is, you know, people are sinning constantly. They're going out satisfying things that might feel good for their flesh. You know, they might be having sex. They might be out here doing evil wickedness, having anger in their heart, practicing gluttony. They're greedy. So, you know, they have a lot of greed in their heart. They're just hoarding money, making all kinds of money and not giving back at all. Whereas, you know, when you're doing things like that, you tend to have a lot of negative karma come your way because you're not walking in light. You know, so I think there's a lot of people right now, when I just look at them, you can just tell that they're just dead. You know, they're just literally the walking dead. So I want to ask you guys to really start opening your eyes and begin to start seeing the reality that we're living in. When you first start doing this, it can be a little scary because you begin to see people for who they really are. You know, you're able to look at them and see if they have pain in their eyes. You know, you're able to look at them and see if they're having a lot of anger in their heart, you know. And so it can get scary. I will admit that. And I think that there's a lot of people that begin spiritual enlightenment and their spiritual eyes start to open up and they begin to see the dead too. You know, they're seeing the spiritually dead, the walking dead, and they don't know how to respond. So they might start thinking that they're crazy, or, you know, they go through a depression because they don't really understand what's happening. But all you guys going through this right now is just you're going through a spiritual enlightenment. Your eyes are beginning to open up. You're having a spirit of discernment. So as we move forward as a family, I really ask you guys to start feeding more of your spirit as opposed to your flesh. You know, especially during these times, these wicked times with the holidays coming up, you have to really, really begin to start questioning what you're seeing, the reality that you're looking at with your eyes. Because, you know, you can look at things that you think are right, and in reality, they're wrong. You know, so like some of these holidays that we're about to celebrate, you can actually see people being so happy to celebrate evilness, and, you know, you're starting to look at them and wonder why. Or, you know, you might question why they're so happy to celebrate Halloween, not knowing really specifically what's happening during these times, these evil times. Family, I also see walking robots. I see the people that have no desire to break the monotony, their you know, day-to-day routine. And these people are dead too, because they're basically having no reason for being. They're literally, you have a conversation with them and they're literally having so much negativity, but yet they're doing nothing to change their current situation. So, you know, if we're really not standing for something and trying to fight for something and get better every day, that's a form of death too, because basically we're just living in a reality that's just basically waiting for us to die. We're waiting in limbo pretty much. We're living in a fog because there's no identity that we're creating that's actually positive and trying to get better in our situation that we're currently living in. You know, I talk to a lot of people that basically, you know, they'll ask me, why do I begin to start going on a different path than them? And the reality is, when you begin to see people dead spiritually and mentally, there's a Bible verse that says, let the dead bury the dead. You know, so I resonate that with so much, because as we begin to start seeing people for who they really are, there's only so much that we can do for them. You know, a lot of people ask me if I am giving up on them. And no, that's not it. I just understand that the energy that I carry and the reality that we're living in right now, you have to be really, really careful of the people that you're surrounding yourself with, especially when you're literally seeing the walking dead and you're seeing no life with them, then no happiness, no positivity. They want to bring you down. You know, there's a lot of crabs in the barrel mindset out here. So ICSP family, I really challenge you guys to begin to open your eyes. I think for the most part, it's time to wake up the dead for the people that choose to. And if you're hearing this message and you're receiving this message, please like, subscribe, and share this. Until the next time, peace, love, and light, ICSP family.